Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I'm going to be answering probably the most frequently asked question of where are all my Jim Root guitars and why I got rid of them all. Let's get into it. So what is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. My name is Ray. I'm a guitar player here on YouTube, and I just want to clear the air and just address this and just talk about it and explain where I'm coming from as an artist and as a creator, and why my taste in gear has shifted a little bit to the left and or right, and explain as to why I got rid of all my Jim Root guitars except for one. Don't have a heart attack. This one will stay with me forever. I just didn't know how else to title this video. I sold all but one of my Jim Root guitars, or I sold all guitars but one. It didn't flow. So, the title says why I sold my Jim Root guitars. Yes, I've sold a lot of them, all of them but one, and I want to explain why right now. Now, before we go any further, there is no drama, there's no argument, there's no negativity, there's nothing behind the scenes or more that meets the eye. There's no drama-filled story as to why I got rid of them all. So if that's what you were envisioning and hoping for, I hate to disappoint you, but it ain't like that, okay? So I'll tell you the reason why, and then we'll unpack it and I'll explain the reason why. So the reason why I got rid of them all, except for one, is my content has evolved, and I have evolved as a player and as an artist. Guys, I've been doing YouTube for 5 years. I feel like that's a pretty long time to be doing this, and my content has changed. You know what I mean? I'm a different player now and a different person than I was in 2017 when I first started. And I'm doing this full time, and I'm doing music as a career, and I'm so thankful and honored to even be a part of that and be able to say that sentence. I've said it several times already in 2022 on this channel, but this year is my year. I have so much lined up that I'm going to knock it all out and just crush it this year, and it's time to go, man. It's time to go. I'm tired of waiting around, tired of sitting around. I'm going to make things happen this year for myself and for all things that I'm a part of, and so it's time for me to be my own individual artist and entity. Let you guys in on a little secret. I signed a record deal. I'm not going to say with who or with what and when that will be announced, but I did that, and that's like the ultimate dream. That's the ultimate goal. That's the ultimate, to be a signed artist is like the greatest honor in my opinion. And I accomplished that this year, and I'm so thankful that I was even given that opportunity. So it's time to go, man. It's time to be a musician. It's time to be an artist. I'm also so honored to have several companies backing me and endorsing me this year. So just all in all that encompassing, it's I'm a different person and a different player artistically and creatively, to where it's not all about Slipknot anymore for me personally. No, let's be honest, man. A lot of you guys, almost all of you guys, found me through Jim Root and the Jim Root interview. You know what I mean? That was my big break. I've said it a couple times on this channel, and I'm forever thankful, appreciative, and humbled by that opportunity. And I cherish that moment in time, and I forever will until I pass away, right? That it was such an honor and such a cool experience, and you guys saw that in the video. But however, it was a catch-22, because through that experience, through that interview, through that 2019 to 2020 run of me gaining traction through that one video, what had happened was a lot of the newer viewers and just viewers in general were really starting to expect a certain type of content and type of experience with me. For example, the one thing that kept happening to me almost on a daily basis, and still kind of happens to this day, is people would direct message me on Instagram or comment on my YouTube videos, but more or less direct message on Instagram. And they would always want to use me to get to Jim Root, and they would always want to explain how much they want to talk to him and can't, so they're using me as a way to get to him, like a means to an end. I was just a segue to get to Jim Root. And a lot of people were asking me to tell Jim about their band or about their EP or about their page, a lot of this stuff, and it was really becoming overwhelming. Furthermore, people were starting to hit me up and asking me to ask Jim how to wire up his signature pickups, how to dial in his amp tones, what amps he used and cabs he used on certain albums, etc., how to play certain riffs. The list goes on and on, but basically I had lost all individuality through a large part of my audience, and all of a sudden I was just a means to an end, to another individual, to another player, to another artist, and that really bothered me as my own individual artist and entity. I don't take it too personal. People are excited. I'm excited too about guitar and music and gear and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it's I saw myself losing what I ultimately wanted to become down the road, and I just saw myself basically almost being a Jim Root channel or a Jim Root cover band, one-man cover band of Slipknot and stuff like that. So I just felt very limited, and I felt call it how it is, nobody cared what I had to do individually. It was all about what I could do to get close to Slipknot or do some sort of Slipknot creative content type of thing. So through that whole experience of about a year of people just hitting me up and just like not wanting to talk to me, basically I like kind of just put my Jim Root guitars to the side, and I just was like, you know, just wasn't interested in playing them anymore. Other than this one I love to death, and you know, this one just for whatever reason just really vibed with me. But several other Strats, the Tellies, the Jazzmasters, etc. I just really just wasn't digging them, and I just didn't want to play them. So at its core, at its surface, I sold them because I wanted somebody else to enjoy them. You know, I had documented them on this channel. I'd play them all for several months and or years, and you know, when things don't play, they gotta go. Like, that's just like a rule of thumb. Robert Baker, I got that idea from him. Like, if it doesn't play, it doesn't stay, or whatever his cool little lingo is. But yeah, I saw myself just not wanting to play them, just putting them on the rack over there. And then after a while, I was like, you know what, these deserve to be at a new home, and just, you know, I wanted to get rid of them and, you know, have somebody else play them. That's all it was. So on the surface, I just wanted to give those guitars to a new home, to a better home, have somebody else dig them like I once did. They just were sitting around, but it's deeper than that. It just became to this thing where, like, my own individual self was lost, and my channel and my creative vision was like starting to be very, very narrow-minded and pigeonholed. Even to the point like where I'll play like a drop F riff on my single cut Jazzmaster baritone, and somebody will say, "Oh, it sounds just like Jim Root." You know, I take that as a compliment, but it's like people still to this day see me as like a Jim Root artist, and like I don't want to be that. Put it bluntly, I don't want to be like a Jim Root copy at all. Like, I don't want to be that at all. So I over the last couple years, I've only done like 3 Slipknot videos, I think, and I don't want to be that entity at all. You know, Jim, Brad, and myself all have become like internet buddies and friends. Like, you know, they're like the coolest people. But you know, for me, it's time for me to do my own thing. And like I said, leave the nest, and I just don't want to be, you know, known solely as the Jim Root guy. You know what I mean? And I think 99% of you guys will understand that and respect that I just want to do my own thing, and I just want to break away from what was starting to pigeonhole me. That's all. So everybody, that's pretty much it. I obviously love Slipknot, obviously love Jim Root and his playing and his tone and all that stuff. It has nothing to do anything. There's no negativity going on here. It's just I just wanted to make sure that I kept my own personal integrity. And by getting rid of those guitars, it was like a step in the right direction for me to do that. So everybody, that's why I got rid of them. I still got this one, and I play it all the time. And, you know, that doesn't mean I won't pick another one up, you know, somewhere down the line. But for right now, I just want to do my own thing and be my own guy, okay? So everybody, hope that answers your questions and your concerns. But yeah, everybody, that's the reason why. So thank you so much for watching. If you're brand new to my channel, kind of a weird video to find me on, but if you want to subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, everybody, I'm out of here. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay metal. I'll see you guys next time. Later.